let's jump right into Dudes of the Week. Actually, scratch that. Nick, you got the win this week, so you can go first. We'll go Nick, Michael, Dylan, myself, and let's roll into that. 3 rounds, Dudes of the Week. Who you shouting out?
All right. Well, sometimes since we're talking about being thankful, we're going to talk about sometimes it's a thankless job. So Dylan actually is going. I'm a little nervous. Dylan might take this one, so I'm going to jump on it first based on what he's wearing. I'm going to go with Kieran McKenna. The dude's got Ipswich 2 straight promoted in their first full season. His first full season. Him and Leicester are running away with the top 2 spots in the championship, and just nice to see Dylan's face when I took his pick.
Love it. I have 7 prepared because I had a feeling people were going to steal a lot of mine today. To be honest.
All good, Michael. Who you got?
Listen, it has to be Alisson Becker, the only player that I can look at today and be happy for. So, small wins.
Cool, Dylan.
I'm gonna start off with Emi Martinez and Neal Maupey for bringing for bringing the WWE to the Premier League. I've never been more entertained for the last 15 minutes of a game for the shithousery that they were doing and just flopping all over the place and dragging people across the yard. So, yeah, I don't know. If you didn't watch the last 15 minutes of the Villa game, you should go back and watch it because it was hilarious.
Yeah, Dylan was hitting us up, and he was like, someone has to be watching this, right? And unfortunately, none of us were. But I caught the replays afterwards. Emmy's getting mentioned like every episode right now.
He should win an Oscar. His acting is unbelievable.
Yeah. All right, I got a couple outside the box ones. One, Will Still. I think we talked about him in the summer because he was coaching at Rem. He's like the guy that did Football Manager or whatever. Loyalty's a tough thing to keep anymore. Like, everyone gets to jump around, whatever. He turned down the Sunderland job, which you can kind of argue might be on the level or a little bit bigger than Rem, even though they're in the top flight. Turned it down. He's staying in France, staying with the team. So shout out to him. I think that's a big-time move. Feel bad for Sunderland, though. Yeah, what's up?
That's his second Dude of the Week mention.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple 2-timers. But feel bad for Sunderland. You know, Sunderland Till I Die was kind of a sick documentary as well. So shout out to Will Still as number 1. Number 2, this is totally in jest. The FIFA Club World Cup. I gotta watch this shit. Like the 19th and if we win the 19th and then the 22nd. No City game this weekend in the Premier League because we're in it. I am as unenthused about watching this as you can possibly be. I do not care. I don't want them to go to Riyadh or Saudi Arabia, wherever the hell this is being held in the Middle East. The only good thing that can come of this is hopefully there's some team building and bonding there, because I don't think our players like each other. And that's the body language doctor coming out right now. So hopefully that happens, but I'm not pumped about this at all. So a kind of reverse Dude of the Week there.
The Club World Cup. Sorry, never mind. I'll bring it later. Sorry, Dill.
That's cool. It's been a while since you talked over me, so I'm glad we brought that back into the fold
thankful
here.
for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the U.S. men's national team because Pulisic, according to FotMob, is the best player on AC Milan, and Malik Tillman and Serginho Dest are absolutely carrying PSV to 10 points clear of the league right now and into the round of 16 for the Champions League while just scoring goals all over the place. So, sky's the limit. We're winning Copa America. Doesn't matter what happened, like 3 months ago that we were bitching about.
Yeah, Charlie Davies and Dylan Tucker on the same page with the Pulisic call there. Michael?
I gotta shout out our guy, John, leading the Cleveland Browns to a victory today over the Chicago Bears. Our guy, Joe
Flacco.
Something about Joe Flacco. Something about
that I just love. Joe Flacco. Shout out to him.
3 picks today, but it doesn't matter. He won us the game, so.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it beaks up. He's a Delaware guy too, Michael, so Dylan's in on it with us. Nick, back to back, who you got?
Fuck, I need another one.
Gotta go with Sean Dyche. Four dubs on the bounce, putting relegation in the rearview mirror, and if they get the however many points they get back, I mean they're right on. They're above. They get all 10 back. They're above Chelsea, and they're right on
Not
United's
gonna get them
heels.
all
So
back.
no, watch out for there. So,
Yeah.
What happens when Everton gets all 10 points back and that jumps them ahead of you guys and gets them into Europe and you guys fall back a spot?
I mean it's not. It's the stories Disney's are made of. Disney stories are made of.
You just broke Nick's brain in real time. He was like, I can't compute that right now.
I was half listening, and then all of a sudden I realized he was talking to me. I was like, wait, what did I just miss?
Yeah.
My third dude of the week is a dual nomination here. It is the old Chinese general Sun Tzu, along with Erik Ten Hag, because clearly he read the book this week, and the famous line, know your enemies and know yourself, because Ten Hag clearly had some situational awareness, squad management, and knew what he needed to get done and what's best for his squad at his time. So Sun Tzu and Erik Ten Hag.
A match made in heaven. I actually think the only reason this happened is we kept talking about how United have 0 draws all season, so we should have saw this coming. Michael, I think you're next, then Dylan, then me, right?
Yeah. I'm shouting out Dejan Kulusevski because I guess I'm the only one on this pod that can spell his name, and he got half of my fantasy points this week. So shout out to you, brother.
I'll go Kai Havertz. Don't let the train get rolling. That's all I got to say.
All right. My last one, you got to shout out Roy Hodgson. I think Nick or Dylan, you might have sent this to me. To be mad at a man just giggling on the sideline in Pep Guardiola's face is impossible. He's just a little cherub. I can't describe it any other way. He's the cutest old man in the world. And as much as that game was awful to not be able to really watch, I was literally listening to it in the car on the ride home, which is not the best way to do it, especially if you're listening the video form of it. Watching the replay back, that was one of the funnier moments, and I have to have enough self-awareness to laugh at it. All right, dudes of the week, done and dusted.